Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back to Pepe Update. I made a video yesterday talking about 583 being a very big support. Now we did see a stop loss hunt down to 544. So you took the stop losses here and then you quickly went back again. So I think it was holding the support, right? So this week it's just a week. It's just a stop loss hunt, right? We never closed below the trend line. In fact, we're actually retesting it quite successfully, and that's a very good sign. Now let's go into Discord. I want to show you something interesting, right? So we saw this tweet. I actually saw it, and I was randomly browsing X, and I noticed that this guy is on drugs one more time. He's posting FAFO. So I actually thought, what is going on in here? So when you Google that, it means F around and find out. And then it's a slang term used to signify that actions have consequences. It's the verbal equivalent of saying, if you mess with the bull, you get the horns, right? So can you crack the code in here of what is going on? First of all, F around and find out. If you mess with the bull, you get the horns, right? That's what it is. That's what it means. Mess with the bulls and you'll find out, right? So it means if you open up short position, right? If you open up short position, you are going to get the horns. So if you sell thinking it's gonna go do this, you're gonna get the horns basically, right? So don't mess with the bulls. That's what it really means. And for crypto, that's amazing. For crypto, we have good news. And not only do we have good news, but I'm actually gonna shower you with, like, this is gonna be music to your ears with what I'm about to say in this video, because we've been so bearish, people are so scared, but good times are ahead. So if you want to know, I've made a Bitcoin update 7 minutes long, and I think it's a very good update if you want to learn what's going to happen next. But I think Bitcoin is going to move up to nearly 91k, probably even $114,000 again. If you want to know the details, just watch the Bitcoin update. I don't know. I'm not going to go into the details right now. We have a CME gap at $86,000, and then how we go from 86 to 91 to 114, that depends. Now, speaking of how Bitcoin is going to move, that also comes down to Pepe. So we've talked about previous support of Pepe that I've seen before. So we had number one support right over here, number two support right there, a fake out here, one touch here, another touch right there. So we have nearly 45 touches before, and you always pumped from here, and now you've actually made another retest, and it does look like a pretty successful retest with, on top of that, 80% discount, right? 80% discount. So please, yes, Elon is kind of true, that do not mess with the bulls. Now let me try to predict when is the next move. All right, so we have this support, and let's connect the resistance and check what the resistance shows. So I think we have this resistance up like this, and of course we're going to have the EMAs as well. So let's combine this together. Now if you combine above resistance and if you combine the lower support, the next move is probably going to be until 18th of March. Now speaking of 18th of March, 19th of March, of course my personal take is to pump. I don't think we're going to move any lower. You could actually continue sideways. As of now, I think you're going to do something where you just pump a little bit and then break up and then do something like this. Maybe try to go back up to 1355, probably even 1797. Who knows, right? The cool thing is that you have a decision until probably 18 to 20, and I've gone on and I noticed that Pepe, which is another Chinese sort of a Pepe, has a falling wedge. By the way, be happy that you got a falling wedge. You can try to trade and win 90%, because this falling wedge is a huge 90% reward. So be happy, right? If you want to take this trade, you can just put it in your watch list. You can try to see if it breaks and retest, and you can enter the retest as well. But anyways, even when you look at this one right here, and you extend the lines here, support and resistance, it actually does take you to the very same date as Pepe. So definitely 18 to 20 March is going to be a very important date, or let's say any time before that we might see a huge push in crypto. And I'm positive, again, Bitcoin has $86,000 CME gap, and I've made a whole update on Bitcoin. If you want to check that out, do make sure. And before we close the video, one last thing is that we're still open up for Q2, April, May, and June. So if you join for Q2, which is April, May, June, 3 months, you get March, right? 18 days remaining of March for absolutely free of cost. And that's all for the video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Love is.